Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play Steamworld Quest Hand of Gilgamech, shall we? I am playing on the Nintendo Switch. This is my first time booting up this game, and I'm really excited to give it a shot. This is not my first time playing a Steamworld game. I actually played Steamworld Dig, Steamworld Dig 2, and Steamworld Heist, and enjoyed those games. I enjoyed how they were very different, platformer, kind of tactical strategy game, and now this game, which from the screenshots appears to be a RPG game with card-like mechanics, and so I love the beautiful title screen here, and I'm excited to see what this game has in store. Let's go. Alright, we're going to start a new one, and we will just, select that. We'll play on night difficulty. That sounds good. Suitable difficulty. Get it? Night. Anyway, I'm in.
Time to get ready for bed, son.
Oh, Dad, tell me a story first, please.
Please.
Oh? You want to hear another tall tale from the high seas, do you?
We do.
No, not another pirate story. I want to hear about dragons and knights in shining armor.
Here we go.
Dragons, you say? Well, then we have to go way back to the age of heroes.
I see.
When our world was still young and innocent, the gods grew born and forged a heart of evil and placed it in the chest of a behemoth.
Why not?
A true hero was called upon, and by his hand, the corrupted heart of the monster was torn out and buried where it could do no harm.
I'm sure it stayed safe.
Over the years, his heroic deeds fell into obscurity.
Look at him. He looks awesome. Aww.
Instead, heroes of fortune spread across the land like a shadow.
Okay.
But there was still light to be found. Our story begins with two such lights. Two friends strolling through the forest in search of a mushroom.
Interesting. Well, love the art style.
Chapter 1. The Knight and the Alchemist.
A good team. There's those mushrooms. Oh. We got some shrub cutting going on. Our Millie says, as if sent on a mission by the ancient gods, our heroes cut their way through Green Fingers Grove. All right, well, so some funny things that I want to point out. I didn't want to interrupt the initial narrative too much, but I love the idea that the gods just got bored, and they were like, let's see what happens if we just, I don't know, put a heart of pure evil into play in that little world that we made, and see what shakes loose. And chaos did, and then a hero came, saved the day, and was forgotten, but I suppose we are of that lineage. I also like that they pivot from the Old West setting that they had in Steamworld Dig, and then carried over a little bit into Steamworld Heist, but that's kind of more like a space opera. You know, it's a Western, but it's in space. And then this game, which is Western fantasy, but not, of that ilk at all. And it was just because the child wanted a different kind of story, and here we are. So, the background with the kind of, pastel-y, watercolor-y, impressionistic blur on the the trees and they're moving slightly. There's butterflies, there's motes of light. You can see the shafts of light coming through and illuminating. And then you've got these very nicely drawn characters. It's quite a game to look at. The smell of hazard and fungus hit them as they searched for the fabled peppermint puffer. Yep. Will you stop narrating everything, says Copernica. Oh, Copernica. Our Millie retorts, Chapter 3 in the Hero's Handbook clearly points out the importance of visualizing. Visualizing my foot. That fully illustrated book of yours is a pun-ridden cringe fest. Hey, don't diss the book. And by the way, when are we eating? We should have taken Galileo up on that breakfast offer before we left. Sigh. He didn't invite us for breakfast. He said he'd rather eat the slowly gathering dust in his basement before joining our mushroom hunt. Wow. Seems like our Millie doesn't pay attention to the old details. And this mushroom we're hunting is important enough for you to literally pull me out of bed? You can't do real alchemy from the comfort of a bed. A few of the professors at the college actually tried that, but the rest of them shriveled up over their research in musty, sun-forsaken labs. There was one professor, though, who really inspired me. She underlined the importance of actually going out in the world to, quote, deploy knowledge practically for the good of the many. Today's deployment is about finding the medicinal peppermint puffer. Not only is it anti-hypertensive, hepatoprotective, or hepatoprotective, and nephroprotective, it can also... you're setting me in a mood for stew. We are not making stew. Let's just get going. I know you get restless, so why don't you take the lead for a while? Alright. I will. And I can move around. I can use the directional pad or the analog stick. Okay, so X opens up the screen for our status and party, but we don't get to do much here yet. We'll return to the game by pushing B. A slashes my sword. The bumpers switch between the characters. The triggers don't appear to do anything yet, and I can't jump. Alright, so I'm going to walk around and just move around. There's some mushrooms. Tutorial. Interacting. Many objects in the world, such as the mushroom patch ahead, can be interacted with. Move near the mushrooms and use the controls shown below to look at them. Alright? Okay. Oh, you can move up and down on the field. And I wasn't able to interact with them because I wasn't close enough. Now I am. Hey, that was easy. Time enough to get these cooked up before the rooster crows. Unfortunately, these are common brushwood amanitas. We're after a peppermint puffer, remember? Dang. Also, they're poisonous, so don't eat them. Double dang. Double dang indeed. I slashed it and I got money. I can't break the rocks, but I can break the thorns. Okay. And let's just go around. We can look over here. Okay. Let's go through this door. Oh, baddies. Looks like goblin guys. Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're not goblins. They're coglins. Awesome. Gah! More of those pompous posers from the village. Wait a minute. I knew the guild had some flimsy hang-arounds, but you're practically rattling around in that bulky armor. Did you just call me scrawny? Whoa, whoa, easy now. I didn't say. This armor fits perfectly. Here we go. They're terrified. Oh, turn 1. Okay. Tutorial. Punch card battles. 1 out of 2. Oh my goodness. Punch cards. Hilarious. So, I'm sure you all know. But if you don't, historically, computer programming was at one point done using punch cards. I had a buddy's dad who interacted with machines using exactly these things. And you would be able to change the program, run the program all through these beautiful punch cards. And that's why it's funny, because they're, you know, these mechanical guys in this game are probably running on punch cards. And so I'm giving them new commands or programs with punch cards. Amazing. Battles are fought using punch cards. Each turn you'll draw up to 6 cards. These cards represent abilities your heroes can use. You can choose up to 3 cards to play each turn. The cards will be lined up at the top of the screen. When you're happy with the cards you've selected, press the Finish Turn button. Okay. Play card, take back card. Okay. Alright, so what's interesting about this is, like Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is a game I'm learning at the moment, there are no resources, apparently. And so you can play whatever cards that you draw. The only limit is the 3 per turn, which, you know, is the limit that they explained right now. So I could do whatever of these I want. So there you go. You know, it's not like Slay the Spire, Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, whatever, where I've got a mana pool or a resource pool, energy or something. All right, can do what I want. Now let's push the details button. And it gives you more information. It says heals by 75% of magic and raises her strength by 1 grade for 3 turns. Okay. And I guess maybe that 6 is telling me how much it's going to heal for. That's what Bravado does. That's interesting. And then I can book bash. This is something Copernica would do, and she does 100% strength as physical damage to 1 foe. And then I can put up a mana barrier, grants 1 ally a damage shield equal to 20% of their maximum health for up to 3 turns. Okay. So, given that this just appears to do 11 damage, which is 100% of Armili's strength, and so the number there on the card in the upper left looks like an icon to kind of say what, you know, it's a damage card, utility damage. And then the number at the bottom tells you what damage type and how much. And then when you look at the card's detail, it tells you how it's deriving that 11. And that would scale based on Armili's strength, for example. Now these coglins have 52 hit points each. And so I'm not going to be killing one this turn. So a mana barrier might not be a bad idea, but I think I'll list DPS focus fire on one. So we'll do this, and we'll do this. These do the most damage, and then we could build up, but I'm going to try to save that for when both sides of the card do something. Because right now, the heal, providing I get to go first, doesn't do anything. So we'll just book bash this guy, and we're going to finish the turn. Let's see what the order is like. Alright, bam, bam, bam. No surprises, no randomization. It just did the damage displayed, and there they go, coming after Armili for a bunch of damage. And oh, we got some new cards. Tutorial, strikes, upgrades, and skills. Your hero can play 3 kinds of cards: strike, upgrade, and skill. Strike cards are just what they sound like, basic, uncomplicated attacks that deal damage to your enemies. Upgrade cards empower your heroes temporarily in some way. As your heroes use strike or upgrade cards, they build up steam or pressure or steam pressure that can be spent to play powerful skill cards. There's some resources, okay. So we have to play strike and upgrade, which are free, to eventually amass pressure points or steam pressure to do our ultimates. Alright, so if we want to do something like, you know, Flame Wave, which does damage to all foes. Okay, now I want to say there's nothing on the card that indicates that it's going to hit everyone. You just have to kind of... The picture does, I guess. But you have to read the text to understand that. It does fire type, and it does 20. But we need 3 steam pressure, and we have... Oh, I think we have 3. If that gauge at the top is how much we have, then we can just do this right now. Now, this says... Deals magic to one foe 3 times. This does 30. Oh, wow, that's a ton of damage. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I cannot kill them both. But I can get really close. No, I can't. That takes too much. Alright, so I'm going to Bravado Armilly. And then I'm going to Brave Buster Coglin C and Flame Pillar Coglin 1. And call it a day. So this should kill the top one. Yeah, almost. I almost did enough right there. Oh, that did do variable damage. It did not do 30. It rounded down or something on the second 2 attacks. Tutorial, Steam Pressure 2. Each strike or upgrade card generates 1 steam pressure. Your heroes have a shared pool of steam pressure. Skill cards are very versatile and powerful, but if you don't have enough steam pressure, you can't play them. Manage your pool of SP wisely. Indeed. Alright, so we can kill this thing pretty much with whatever we want. There. How's that? Dead. Yay! Now, I don't know if SP carries over across battles, but I'm guessing not. That would be too good. Alright, we got 6 experience, and we got some Trashium scraps and money. Yep, and Trashium, if you played Steamworld Dig, you'll recognize that as like the worst resource that you can mine. Easy as mushroom pie. Pie. We've clearly stepped into Coglin turf here. Let's just try and get out in one piece, okay? You think there's more of them? Awesome. Our Millie wants to fight. Itching for a fight. Okay. It's like herding a small tornado. Yeah, well, you asked for it. You wanted help getting your mushrooms. You get to deal with our Millie. Alright, there's their goblin war flag up there. It's a cog with swords. Very appropriate for coglins. Alright, I'm just going to check for secret treasure chests. I don't find them. And look, this arch has a notched cutlass impaled upon it. Fantastic. Not ominous at all. Oh no. Look at that treasure chest by a giant death armor statue. Hopefully we don't have to fight anything like that. Our heroes chanced upon a relic, a testament to the glorious battles of past, and some long-forgotten treasure. More likely Coglin loot stolen from unwary travelers. The hero's handbook declares, after beating up ruffians fair and square, the champion deserves a proper reward. Well, here's our reward. We found Repair Vial ×2. Tutorial, Recovery Items. Recovery items can be used to heal your heroes or cure status conditions. They are a good way of dealing with challenges that you can't solve with cards alone, but supplies are limited. You can find recovery items in chests by defeating enemies or by buying them from merchants. Use recovery items outside of combat by going to the items menu and selecting recovery items. Your heroes are automatically revived and cured of negative status conditions at the end of each battle, so some items can't be used this way. Oh, that's nice. Use recovery items in battle by going to the battle menu and selecting recovery items. Recovery items used this way count as playing a card for the turn, so think carefully about the right time to use them. I see. Okay, cool. And we can bust these up for money. Let's get all this gold. Let's do a little gardening. Now that's fantastic. Tree stump, you got anything? No. Alright, we're going down here. Oh shoot, more of those pint-sized troublemakers. Indeed, here they are. Let's ambush them. The Hero's Handbook describes just what to do in a situation like this. There are 2 whole pages with diagrams on how to startle a coglin. And we sneak up behind them, strike first, and gain the upper hand. You must realize that regardless from which direction you come waving a sword at anyone, you will startle them. Whoa, so you say the method works on anybody? The book is great. Preemptive strike. Beware, foes will engage you if they see you. Gain an upper hand against them by pressing the indicated button when they are close enough to attempt a preemptive strike. This will cause your foes to begin the battle already wounded. Alright. I did not do it right. I slashed, I guess, too soon? Redrawing cards. You can redraw cards in your hand up to 2 times each turn. Redrawing a card means that the selected card will be discarded and replaced by a new card from your deck. Okay. Discarding cards will eventually make their way back to your hand, so don't hesitate to use redraw often to get rid of unplayable cards. And remember, if you neither play nor redraw anything, your hand will not change. Nice, so it's like a mulligan. Okay. So we should probably, for example, you know, redraw this because we can't play it. And then oh, let's just see if we can get anything better. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna actually bravado, Armilli, and then just attack and attack. I know I lose the healing aspect, but this will get me 3 SP and pump up all of Armilli's subsequent attacks. Uh-huh. Hey, you're not supposed to do that. Alright, here we go. Okay, so 25 hit points on the front friend. And I can actually just fire pillar both of them, but let me see if we can get anything better than, oops, book bash. That's tempting, but that would use everything. If I book bash and then do this, no, get rid of that. That's book bash, alright. No, I think I'm better off just doing that. Doing that. And then book bashing right there. If I get full health after the battle... Oh no, I don't. They lied. I do not get full hit points. Look at my lead character. Okay. Fantastic. Well, I need to discard that. And I'm going to discard that. I'm just looking for a heal. Alright, that's actually pretty good. So, we can heal up Armilli. And then heal up I guess it's only Armilli that we can heal. And then do the Brave Buster right there. Just trying to keep my hit points maxed. Take that. We've done it. Glorious. Alright. Look at all that gold. Okay, great. And some more stuff for us to try. Ooh, a secret door. I bet we can go over here for a secret. I knew it. I knew a secret chest. I love it. Found power bangle. Ooh, nice. Tutorial equipment. You found an accessory item. Before it'll do you any good, you must first open up the pause menu and equip the accessory in the equipment menu. Okay, and the start button opens the pause menu. Select the character you wish to equip it to and select the accessory slot to reveal a list of available items. Alright, so equipment, Armilli. Oh, cool, you get a weapon and some slots. That's fun. This gives 10% strength and magic. I'm actually going to give it to Copernica. I know that might seem nuts, but I feel like... what's that question mark? Oh, that just means that I'm in a question mark zone, not that... Okay, gotcha. I feel like her damage is insane with the AoE, and so if I can scale that up, I'll be in a better spot. Give me all that. If I look at myself, yeah. I am lower on hit points than I'd like to be. Okay, anything over here? Not that I can... Oh, wait. Yeah, there's a way up and down. You can see it on the map in the lower right corner, that there's a dotted line going up and down. Let's just try going down first. Oh, look, Copernica. It's a big save statue or something. Even the Coglins have raised statues over Gilgamesh, the true ancient hero. The majestic pose, the pride of a great deed, oozing from every cut of the chisel. Those statues are literally everywhere. Of course they are. Gilgamech, oh my god, that's so awesome, saved our kingdom from certain doom. He defeated a huge, snarling behemoth, tore out its evil heart with his bare hands, and you can relive that very moment in your hero's coloring handbook. Huh. At least Coglins know how to appreciate the heroes of the past. Unlikely, they seem to be more into piles of garbage and lumber held together by yarn. Alright, hero statues. These artfully majestic homages to the ancient hero serve as a good place to sit down for a while and get some rest. Approach the statue to save your progress. Interact with it to restore your hero's health. However, be aware that this will also respawn all nearby enemies. Oh. So it's kind of like a campfire in Dark Souls. Interesting. Interact. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. If I get my hit points back and all that jazz, we'll respawn them, sure. Fully heal, respawn. Yes, do it. Great. Gotta tell you, I like this game. I know it's going to get more complicated and there's going to be more choices. But for now, I'm liking it. Can I see my map in a more obvious way? Here we go. So the select button opens up the map. Yep, and I need to go to this other screen over here. I want to check this out, see what this is. Oh, it's a big guy. Big thing. I hit it. It's like a big boss. What is this thing? Well, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this, but I think I can use this if I strike first. I don't know if you can generate steam points or steam pressure on the same turn, but I think I can. So, for example, what if I do this? Yep, and then it will queue up a pressure that I can then use. And then I'm going to barrier Armilli like this. Alright. Bunch of damage. And a barrier. Now, you're not supposed to hit the Alchemist. But I'm glad I saved it. I wonder if I can, like, get details on the... Yeah, I want to view detailed information on the participants. It's an ogre. Ogre A. Cool. So you can see its health, its strength, its magic, its defenses, and its condition immunities. Okay, great. And you can see all the buffs and debuffs that you have. Fantastic. So I really like that. Recovery items, runaway. Okay. So let's see. What do we want to do? We need one more for Brave Buster. So we can use one of these. Let's discard this. Fantastic. Look at this. I'm going to Bravado Armilli. And then I'm going to Brave Buster here. And then I'll just Mana Barrier Copernica. And then now, I mean, we almost kill it. So even though that thing is huge and has a giant mace, well, there goes the shield, but she blocked most of the damage. I mean, this is enough right here to kill it. Right? We have 26, 32. Yep, just enough. Actually, if we did all heroic strikes, we have more than enough. So let's take a look at this ogre before we kill it. It's big. It's wearing a cat pelt and has a huge morning star. Very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and do this, and then this, and then this, and just call it a day. It's very generous that we get to just basically attack first all the time. I like that. Alright. Oh, and we leveled up. Our gears are turning. We got 5 hit points each. And some smoldering ember. Nice. And a bunch of money. And a chest that contains a steel bracer. Cool. Let's see what that's all about. Equipment. Steel bracer. Ooh, 20% health. And it actually shows you over here on the left screen with the nice kind of woodcut drawing there with the scroll work. The green number shows me how much my health will actually go up by. And I think Armilli is the best person to put this on for now, because generally she takes the hits. I think they're both girls. I think that's right. Not like it matters, but just an observation. Alright. And then we're going to respawn that ogre. I mean, I could sit here and respawn the ogre and just farm it. You know, just kill it again and again to level up. But I don't need to do that right now. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. I don't see a secret that way. Wait, can it be? Did we find... Oh, there's the mushroom. We got it. The peppermint buffer. It's even more majestic than I could imagine. It does look pretty nice, doesn't it? Smells like peppermint. It will be like eating breakfast, dessert, and brushing your teeth at the same time. We're not going to... You know what? Let's just grab it and get out of here. Alright, alright, alright. Fine. Let's get it. We got it. Just like grinding the gears of endless time, our heroes halted to catch their breath. With their peppermint-perfumed prize in hand, they readied their swords. Hands off. This peppermint puffer will clean out the mold from the funnel in the old well. We're helping the entire village. You need it to dry it in one whole piece to extract all... Uh-oh. Whoa, did you hear that? I can't help it. This sweet and crisp scent makes me hungrier by the second. I don't think that was your belly. Oh, it's a big mushroom thing. Oh, darn. Wow, look at that guy. Whoa, I know what you're gonna say, but imagine how much stew we could... Ah, Gumfus says you cannot make me into stew. I have no mouth, but I am angry. Eek. My mushrooms. Oh, he's talking though. Who dares steal Gumfus's beautiful mushrooms? Easy there, Chief. We're just here to pick some of these unsuspecting, innocent mushrooms. Ravagers. I'm not a ravager. I'm an alchemist. Gumfus doesn't care. Gumfus will teach you not to plunder nature. Alright, we're going to get taught by an anthropomorphic giant mushroom. Oh, he's got an elemental weakness, maybe. Damage comes in 5 elements. Physical, fire, frost, storm, and arcane. A card's damage type is shown on the card. Some enemies have natural resistance or weakness to certain elements, and some cards can raise or lower elemental defense. Use the right element to maximize the damage you deal. Cool. Alright, so we want fire. I'm going to discard a Brave Buster. Okay, and I'm going to discard a Brave Buster. Fantastic. Alright, so I can't do both of these fire pillars right now, but I'm going to push start, and I'm going to view information on Goomphus, and he is indeed weak to fire. The down chevrons next to the fire mean weak to fire, I'm assuming, so that's great. Alright, so we're going to go back here. I'm going to... well, this is a good question. I was going to Bravado, but I don't think that's the right play. I think I Mana Barrier Copernica, because she's the weakest, and then Fire Pillar Goomphus, and then Bravado Armilly. That looks great. Let's do that. Let's see if it does extra damage. It did extra damage, but I'm going to tell you, Goomphus has Steam Pressure and a little thing I like to call, and I mean don't like to call, a huge amount of hit points. Health. If one of your heroes falls to 0 health, that hero is scrapped. If all heroes become scrapped, game over. Cards belonging to a scrapped hero become useless and waste space in your hand. Make sure to redraw those cards. Scrapped heroes are repaired after each fight, but health is otherwise not restored between fights. Okay, there you go. You can heal during battle using certain cards, but that can be tricky. Visit a hero statue or use a recovery item to restore health out of combat. Alright. So I read that recovery thing wrong. You don't recover hit points, which we proved by science anyway. And recovery items are maybe best used outside of combat, because I think they take one of your 3 actions, or your cards, for the turn when you do it. Also, if you note in the upper left where it shows my characters, you can see the amount of health the shield that Copernica has on, and that's great. Alright, do I want to redraw anything? Yeah, I want to redraw a Book Bash. And I'm going to redraw another Book Bash. Okay. So we will do a Fire Pillar and a Heroic Strike and a Heroic Strike. For right now, this is fine. Just do a bunch of damage. Take that. I mean, this thing has a ton of hit points. And there goes the shield. But that's okay. Alright. So let us put a barrier over on Copernica. We could do this for 24, but I'd rather build up pressure and just do this. Poison. Uh-oh. We got a dot on us. Let's see how long this dot lasts. Status conditions. Tutorial. Some cards inflict status conditions. These are negative effects that linger on the target for several turns. For example, poison makes the victim take damage at the end of each turn. Fortunately, most conditions go away on their own after a few turns. You can review a list of all conditions from the compendium menu. Okay, so let's see how long it's going to take. I'm going to view Copernica, and poison is going to last for 2 turns. Alright. And it appears to... her magic shield takes the damage, so that's good. We want to get rid of Book Bash. And we want to get rid of Book Bash. Man, I can't find my fire spells. That's a crime. Alright, I'm going to Bravado. Yeah, I guess I Bravado, Armilly, attack, and then I might as well do this just because I have a lot of pressure, so go for it. Oh, that's too bad. I should have saved that card. I didn't know he was going to do that. I would have saved my AoE for sure. Alright. Well, anyway, we can... This is fine. We can one-shot Brave Buster. I'm going to kill these, by the way. And then just do that. That crit was nice. Oh, man, of course he would target her. Alright, so she's actually getting seriously injured. Okay, so we need to go ahead and do Mana Barrier on her right away. Fire Pillar is tremendous, and I'm going to do both of these. And just hope that she doesn't die, and hope that if she does die, we can still win, and that she doesn't lose the experience from being knocked out, or scrapped, as it were. Alright, I think that takes her out of one-shot range. Alright. Oh, good. He poisoned our Millie. Thank goodness. Okay. Alright, we get rid of Book Bash. And... a Heroic Strike? Okay, that's fine. So what are we going to do? Brave Buster. I think we Bravado. Brave Buster, Brave Buster? Let's go. Alright. War Cry. Uh-oh, he bumped his attack up. That's scary. Okay. We now... Mana Barrier. I'm on a Flame Pillar. And this is really, really weak, but... I'm going to knock back Heroic Strike and knock back another Heroic Strike. What I'm trying to do here is I'm going to use a recovery item on Copernica because he increased his attack and it looks like he has all of his steam pressure, so I just don't want her to get killed. So this is a little bit playing it cautiously, but let's see if this helps. Oh, he called family. Okay, great. Let's get our AoE in. Hopefully that'll do something for us. We drew Flame Wave. Fantastic. But we need 3. We can't get to 3. That's too bad. Alright, well, it happens. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this. And get rid of this. Alright, we didn't make it. Okay. Let's do this to you. Take that out. And I guess we just don't even care about that one and just throw this. We could do that, but this is so much damage. Let's go. Alright, we got it under 100. Oh, good. Thank you for hitting her. Oh, they only do 2 damage. Okay, great. Alright, we got this. We got this. Alright, we can do this. This is 20, 33. It's almost enough. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to... get rid of this. Okay. I think this is it. If we... Well, no, it's not enough, but we're really close. If I did 22 plus 33, it would be 55. Oh, but with the extra juice, this should kill this. With the fact that it's vulnerable to fire, this should do the trick. Got it. Bam. Take that. Oh, he stays around. I was thinking it was like Slay the Spire where the minions would run away. But this does give us the chance to heal. Alright. There we go. Ooh, and we leveled up. 15 hit points on our melee, 10 on Copernica. We got Scroll Fragment times 3, Lustrous Fiber times 3, and a Repair Vial. Wow. Ha! Didn't even break a sweat. I'll be accepted into the guild in no time. I let you tag along to the forest, and you turn it into a frickin' fight club? Hey, you want to experience nature hands-on, right? I say we stuff our bags full of mushrooms and get back to the village. That wasn't Armilli's fault, Copernica. That was that big mushroom's fault. The things I do for learning. Yep. Chapter completed. Chapter 1, The Knight and the Alchemist. We got a 100% score. After a refreshing stroll in the forest, our unsuspecting companions make their way home to the village of Goosebucket, all in good time for some healthy stew. Delicious!
Chapter 2, The Village of Goosebucket.
It sounds cozy? Copernica says, that's why I told you a million times already you should never stroke a duck against the wind. What? Armilli replies, but it was so cute and fluffy and a wagon. A fluffy wagon duck? Ooh. A tinker's wagon. Wow, I've never seen a wagon like that before. I wonder whose it is. Was that here earlier? Wouldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. Alright, cool. Well, it looks like we found our first merchant, and we're going to get to see what cool items we can go buy. And we've got a very, very nice look at this beautiful game so far. The combat, the secrets, exploring the map, checking out the strategy. And I have to say, I really like it so far. I like that you can swap cards in battle. I like the strategy element of the battle with the cards. I'll see if there's any deck builder stuff to it, if we get to swap in new abilities, how that plays out, what we can buy at the shop, what we can craft, what we're going to be doing if the game opens up, or if it's a very much a linear kind of game. We're just going to have to see, but so far, I'm impressed. I think the game's charming. I like the systems. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. Have you played this before? Do you recommend this game? You know, what do you think about this game? If you've never played it, what are your impressions? What kind of questions do you have? What does this remind you of? Does it look cool? Not cool? What are your feelings? Please, any thoughts at all in the comments below. I'd love to talk with you guys about this game. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an excellent evening or day. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and I will check you guys next time. Take care.